So in today's video, I want to talk to you about my top 3 kitchen gadgets that save us a lot of money. Hello and welcome. My name is Lana Green, and this channel is for stay-at-home moms looking for flexible ways to earn and save money while still being present for your kids. So let's just go ahead and get the most painful one out of the way. It is our Breville Barista espresso maker. And the reason I say it's painful is because I know this is a pain point for most people. You love going to the coffee shop, you love getting your Starbucks every day, and I'm right there with you. I love to go to a good coffee shop. Even more than the coffee itself probably, I just enjoy the activity of going to a coffee shop, just the aesthetic, and I don't know, just the way it makes you feel when you go and buy coffee. But honestly, after using this thing for, I guess we've had it about a year now, I've come to honestly prefer having my coffee at home. And we're even getting my husband his coffee sometimes, and he'll ask me if I want anything. And I'm like, no, I would rather make it at home. So I've kind of gotten out of romanticizing the coffee shop idea. It really is better having it home. It's better having it at home. I can control the ingredients. I can control the temperature. I know exactly who's touching everything. I know exactly who's making my drink. And it just tastes better because I like to use local honey. It's just better. I know it's better for me and it tastes better. And I enjoy making it at this point too. I'm not an expert barista by any means. All I do is I pour in my Califia organic almond milk just until, I don't know, like that much, 2.5 inches maybe into the frother. It's not a frother, but it's the stainless steel thing that you steam the milk in. I don't even know what this stuff is called. So I pour it in about 2.5 inches into the stainless steel thing. And then you put the steamer in and let it make it just at the very, very top to where it's not spraying it everywhere, but it's making like that paper ripping noise. You do that until the stainless steel cup starts to get like to where it matches your body temperature. Then once that happens, you stick it down just a little further into the milk. The Breville makes like this clicking sound. Just what I do is I just count 100 clicks after that. And that usually gets it to where it's just a little extra hot. So by the time I finish my breakfast, it's the perfect temperature. So by doing this, obviously you're going to save at least $6 or $7 a day. But when you go to the coffee shop, you're probably also getting food items or coffee for someone else in your family too. So you may be looking more at like saving $20 a day if you do this. It's an investment up front for sure, but it's definitely one of the more affordable espresso machines. It's one of the most popular ones out there because of the ease of use, how affordable it is, but how good of a job it does. Next on the list is our deep freezer. So I think we all know just regular refrigerator freezers are just not made big enough for a whole family to eat from if you want to be kind of stockpiling stuff and not be having to go to the grocery store every single day to buy meat or whatever. So what I like to do is when we go to the grocery store, if meat's on sale, we'll just get some extra, or if it's not on sale even, instead of like the 2-pack of chicken breast, we'll get like the big 6-pack and save money that way. And then when we get home, we just divide it up. We put 2 chicken breasts per freezer bag, and then we just toss them in the freezer and we have them when we need them. So we use our deep freezer for meat, and then we put our produce in the refrigerator freezer and keep it all separate that way. But that way we have a good stockpile of meat when we need it, and saves us a lot of money doing it that way. But that brings me to the last one, which is my crock pot. Love my crock pot, even though the display on it has lost a lot of the little lights. And so I don't change the settings anymore. I just know exactly what to hit to make it 4 hours on high. So that's the only way we cook anything in the crock pot anymore because I can't see the display. But it still works great. So with the way that we're breaking up the chicken breasts and putting them into freezer bags, 2 per bag, we just grab one out of the freezer, toss it in the crock pot, and let it go. And I know that they say that you're not supposed to do it from frozen in the crock pot. We've had no problems, but it's because our crock pot gets really hot really fast. So if you have one that does heat up slowly, then I would not recommend doing that. Defrost or thaw your chicken first before cooking it in the crock pot. But then from this, you can make all kinds of stuff. We do chicken salad pretty on the regular. We do barbecue chicken. You can, of course, do soups, chili. We have the desire to have a good meal plan that's very put together. But when it comes down to it, we're day by day saying, oh, I really feel like having this today. Can we have this? And so a meal plan just doesn't usually work out super well for us, but that's also on us. It's not the meal plan's fault, the potential meal plan. So this has been a quick list of my favorite gadgets for the kitchen that save us money. It's not an exhaustive list for sure, but it's my top 3. So let me know what yours are down in the comments. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.